Hey, it's Rick here from the early evening of 20 August, at least in the Midwest. I know my friends in the Northeast are an hour above. But I'm going to go out and do a little bit of hiking here for about an hour. Before I do that, I want to talk about something that's very frustrating. I saw something again, and I know the person, if he hears this, he'll understand I'm motivated by his post. But it's not just him. I've been hearing this for months now. I heard it. I'm Catholic. I heard it on a Catholic channel. A priest say something that I didn't agree with. And now I'm hearing a lot of people on these Christian boards making all these comments that there's no evidence of this stuff. So what I'm talking about is all these wonderful phrases you hear, the motivational phrases, try to get people to have self-esteem. And all these people that claim to know everything are turning around and making like they're anti-Christian phrases when they have no evidence of that. 3 in particular that I've heard over the last months. I did it my way. That's an anti-Christian thing, according to this priest on television. And according to other Christian preachers and people on Christian boards, some others, be true to yourself is bad. Be who you are is bad. These are all anti-Christian. No, they're not. If you want to make them that way and you want to twist things around, fine. But I can just easily show you how they can be very Christian. None of those phrases said, be true to yourself and be an atheist. None of them said that. You're making it like that. You're twisting it around with negative thoughts. Okay? You're thinking that means think of yourself only. Be puffed up with pride. That's not what it means. I'm going to tell you what it means when somebody says be true to yourself or be yourself, which is very similar. What it means is, and I can take it from a Christian standpoint and show you how it can be Christian. What it means is that you were created by God. Imperfect, with talents and weaknesses. And God doesn't make mistakes. He didn't create shit. He doesn't create junk. He doesn't make mistakes. So he created you, whom he cares very much about you, with a certain way that you are. Be yourself. Be what God created you. Because a lot of people nowadays love to emulate other people. They're jealous of other people, which is sinful. You see that all the time. They're envious. Okay? You see that all the time. They wish they had, how come I'm not as handsome as this guy, or pretty as that girl, popular as this one? I didn't get the promotion. I can't play sports like this one. They emulate and try to be other people, and they fail ultimately because they're not themselves. They're not doing what God created them to do. That's what it means to be yourself, be true to yourself. It doesn't mean go against Christianity. It doesn't mean that. It means be who you are. I'll give myself an example. I love sports, but I'm not very tall. And the only sport I was really very good at was running for many years because it doesn't take height for that or mass. But other sports that I've liked to done, basketball, even though I shot pretty good hoops, I could never compete because of my height or do anything other than just pickup games. Same with football. It's just being 5'6" doesn't give you a lot of latitude unless the only people that have made it in those sports, a few have been like the guys who are really talented. I wasn't one of those. But I learned at a young age to play keyboards, piano, other instruments, bass, and some guitar. And I love music. So that's where my talent is. And that's what I like to express to other people. I like to talk. I'm not afraid to talk. So you take what the Lord has given you and you be yourself. That's what that means. Some people are always jealous of other people. They don't realize what they have is great. You may say, I don't really have a talent like these people, but you're a great father. When these people you're emulating have 2, 3 divorces, can't hold on a relationship, but you can. All right? And your spouse and your children and your friends know how good of a father you are, which is the most important thing of all. And you don't realize it. You're trying to do something like somebody else, but you don't realize what you have in front of you, the gifts you've been given. That's what it means to me when somebody says, be true to yourself. Be whom God created you to be. There is nothing anti-Christian about that. Matter of fact, it's very Christian. Be whom God created to be. Be funny, smart, whatever it is. God created you with skills. Everybody has them. Don't try to be what somebody else is because you're going to fail. Be yourself, and you'll be respected. That's what that means. Just like I did it my way. It doesn't mean, I did it my way, not God's way. It doesn't mean that. Hey, the 2 people who recorded that famously, Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley, very much believed in Jesus Christ. One was a Catholic. They had their problems, but one was a Catholic, Sinatra. The other one was a evangelist or whatever the heck, Protestant type thing. But that's what Elvis was. And he was very, very, very devout to Christ. Yeah, he had his issues. I know that. But he very much believed. He has all gospel songs he sang. You think he would have sang that song if it was an atheist song? I mean, doing it your way is similar to be who you are. Be true to yourself. In other words, don't do it because you're trying to impress some girl, or a girl trying to impress a guy, or trying to be like your friend, you're trying to emulate your friend. Don't do that. Do it your way. Again, God created you with certain skill sets. Do things with hard work your way, and you'll appreciate it. That's all that means. It doesn't mean I'm doing it my way. Screw you, God. I'm not going to do any. I'm an atheist. It doesn't mean that. If you want it to mean that, to make yourself like the smartest guy in the room, go ahead. Go interpret it that way. But these catchphrases are not necessarily anti-Christian. And trying to sit there and stamp them as is absolutely a waste of time and silly. Okay? There are many people I've heard. I remember drill sergeants saying, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be somebody else. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. I remember them saying that. And some of these guys are very devout Baptists and different. They weren't saying that to say don't believe in Jesus. They were saying, look, you're a soldier. Don't try to be what somebody else has done. Be a team player, but be yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Again, God didn't create junk. He doesn't make mistakes. We're all imperfect, but we all have skill sets that he gave us. And sometimes we try to envy us of other people's skill sets, which is wrong. And we need to look at what he gave us and appreciate what he gave us. That's what those catchphrases mean. But you want to think of them, skew of them as being anti-Christian to make yourself seem smart? Go do it. You have no evidence at all that those catchphrases meant that. You're just using biblical phrases and off in a tangent, and oh, this means this and that, because it makes you feel like you've some new revelation of... No. Okay? Those are meant to motivate people with low self-esteem. That's all it's meant to do. And to put them on the right track. Doesn't mean you can't be in the right track as a Christian and still believe in those things. It doesn't mean that at all. That's what I want to say at this talk. All right? So, God bless and have a great day.